We've got some big races here, and I don't know who's going to win either of them, honestly. So current Governor Phil Murphy is a Democrat. He's term limited out. The Democrat hoping to replace him is Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill. She says she's the change candidate in this race, which is a tough argument for somebody who is the same party as the current governor. Here's what she told CNN this morning.
So when people are gauging the status quo and who's going to actually make change here, I think that's why they're coalescing around my campaign, because, as I said, Jack Ciattarelli has given Trump an A, says he doesn't disagree with him.
So you have to go all the way back to 1961 when New Jersey elected a governor from the same party 3 times in a row. Usually they switch. Chris Christie was the last Republican governor, and then came Phil Murphy. Now, Trump hasn't even been in office a full year. Can she effectively communicate that she's the change agent?
I think so, because Mikey Sherrill, she's a pragmatist, she's a problem solver, and she's a great campaigner. So, and affordability is front and center, and these are the types of her theme when she was running first time around was ruthless competence in terms of government, and I think that really typifies what we need in this moment.
So let's talk about the Trump factor, if there is one. We'll see. The chair of the Democratic National Committee, Ken Martin, notes that having Trump back in office has been good for Democrats in special elections so far. Here's what he told Fox.
There's been 45 elections on the ballot. Democrats have overperformed in all of them to the tune of about 16 percentage points on average. I expect that we're going to win. Certainly every single poll right now, public and private, shows that we're going to win in New Jersey and Virginia. But as you know, I don't take anything for granted.
We should know, when Phil Murphy was reelected, it was like by 4 points, which is a very, in New Jersey, that's very narrow for a Democrat.
Absolutely. And listen, I don't think we should win any of these races, and all my Republicans are going to be mad at me about saying this. If we pull off New Jersey, that's a story. If we don't, I think it's like what everyone expects. I mean, we're not going to win Virginia. And I think if he wins in New Jersey, it's a statement, but it's more because of local politics more than national.
So just a few weeks ago, Ken Martin said New Jersey was the best place that Trump had to stop Democratic momentum. Republican Jack Ciattarelli feels optimistic about his third run for the governor's mansion. Here's what he said last night during a town hall on Fox.
We've seen the greatest number of Republicans return vote-by-mail ballots. We're matching them voter for voter here in the 6 days or 5 days of early voting that we've had thus far. Listen, if we go into Election Day within a certain number of points, we're going to win this thing.
You know, it's kind of actually surprising that he's run 3 times. He's not a bad candidate. I think he comes across as a normal, regular guy who speaks the way that normal human beings do. Is there a risk here for Democrats? I mean, do you think it's possible that he could win?
I would say this is a margin of error race, so this is very much in play. So I think Republicans do a great job of setting expectations low, so well done, Ashley.
You caught her doing that, yes. It's caught in the act. I know you feel it. I know that's your honest answer, but keep going.
So margin of error race, and if you do look, last time he was down in the polls by 8%, and after Election Day, it was 3%. Similarly, Mikey Sherrill also overperforms her polling. So I think we have 2 good candidates here, and it's a real race.
Now, this all happens with the backdrop of like a real dysfunctional Washington, D.C. We got the government shutdown. We have SNAP about to expire, food stamps about to expire tomorrow, although it's unclear whether or not the Trump administration is going to follow through and actually use the contingency fund. We have Obamacare. Subsidies about to expire at the end of the year, and November 1st, you have the healthcare premiums, insurance rates are skyrocketing. Do you see all of that playing a role as well? And if so, does it help the Democrats?
No.
Does it? You don't know.
I actually think we're all talking about that. I mean, I actually think tomorrow, if SNAP goes away, I think that's a huge deal. And it's not going to go away. It's just going to be like downgraded. It's not going to be the whole thing. But I think that this is a Washington, D.C. Issue right now, and that's why I feel that both Republicans and Democrats in the House and Senate need to get their act together and pass a continuing resolution or whatever it is. Just like get the government back up and working.
What do you think? How does the what's going on, the
Both of them are
dysfunction in
bad,
D.C.,
is my point.
impact New Jersey and Virginia, you think?
I think it's going to be interesting because both sides right now, Republicans and Democrats I've talked to, think they have very strong worldviews and they're stuck in them. So I think this will give us a real-time window into what folks on the ground are feeling and want from government. So I think it's going to have a big impact because I've never seen a situation in these types of government funding discussions. There's a tried and true blueprint, and it's talking and negotiating, and none of that is happening.
No, it is unprecedented. I appreciate it. Thanks to both of you. Really, really good to have you.